How we doing, guys? And it's finished Sunderland 2, Arsenal 2, and that's a kick in the teeth when it's the last kick of the game, pretty much. But it's always difficult trying to give a fair assessment of a game straight after when there's been so much emotion involved. And we knew this game was going to be difficult. One of the reasons why it was going to be difficult was because we've lost so many of our attacking players. And today we faced a Sunderland side that are doing a lot better than anybody expected this season. They're a very good side, especially at the Stadium of Light. They've only conceded 8 goals. They were unbeaten. They're still unbeaten, at home. So it was always going to be difficult. So when you've got people sitting and saying 3-0, 4-0 and everything, give your head a wobble because you're an idiot. It's never going to happen. And especially the fact that we've got so many players missing in an attacking sense. Now, the first half, we were absolutely diabolical. That is right up there with one of the worst performances I've seen from us all season. Absolutely shocking. One shot on target, that was it. You look at the goal, and it was so basic. It was a long ball pumped into the box from a free kick, and I'll get onto that free kick in a moment. We miss the first ball, we lose the second ball, and then we're asleep for the ball that's bouncing in and around the box. And it's a former Arsenal player, Dan Ballard, Hale End graduate, that goes and scores the goal. But let's talk about the free kick. Let's talk about the referee as a whole because he was absolutely diabolical. I got no problem with teams being physical. I got no problem with teams wanting to try and rough us up. But at least let both sides do the same. You can't let one team rough the other up. And then the moment we respond, you blow your whistle. Every single time. You allowed it constantly, and it started within the first 10 minutes when you allowed a blatant elbow in Mikel Moreno's face from across before the ball's even near them. But yet, you've missed it. VAR's not intervened. Nothing's been said. Why? Somebody explain to me why. Then we look at the free kick that Sunderland got for the first goal. Martin Zubimendi not only won the ball cleanly, but you then book him. For what? Winning the ball? Useless referee. And it's been ages since I've actually sat here and had to speak about a referee's performance. Craig Pawson, another shit, useless referee. What more do you want me to say? Be the same for both teams, and I haven't got a problem. You either don't let either side do it, and you blow for everything, or you let both teams go at it, rough each other up, and crack on. But you can't say to one, go on, you can get away with doing all that. And then the other, nah, sorry, you breathe near him and I'm going to blow my whistle. Rubbish. Second half, I wanted to see a response. And the second half performance, I saw a response of a team that are capable of going to win the league. Absolutely no doubt. The way we played in that second half. Absolutely all over Sunderland. My biggest regret is that we didn't go and kill that game off and get a third goal. Because it was there for the taking. Sunderland were absolutely out on their feet. And we were more than capable of being able to do it. But we sat deep, invited pressure, and you only have to look at how the game was panning out and the way that Sunderland were playing to know that they didn't mind us sitting deep because they were going to pump absolutely everything into the box. And in the last couple of minutes before the 90 and the 7 minutes went up, don't even know where he got 7 from as well, but in that moment, there were a few incidents where I was going, we're going to concede here. We're going to concede because you could feel it coming. And ultimately, that's what happened. For the first time this season, we've conceded 2 goals in a game. And I look at it, and I don't want to be overcritical of David Raya because there were moments in the game, especially just before this, where he saved us. And he's been unbelievable all season. But I don't understand why he's flying off his line for this, flick down, cross, whatever you want to call it. It's the Sunderland player, and I think it was Gabriel, I can't remember, my head's all over the place at the moment, that were both going for the ball. Leave them to it. You stay in your goal. The most he's going to do is get that flick on it, but you're standing on your line and you can just go, thank you. Simple catch. Simple catch. Easy. But the moment you come out like that and you don't take everything, we're in trouble. So maybe I'm being overcritical, but I need to see it again, like I said. And it's always difficult giving an assessment straight after a game has finished and your emotions are all over the place. And listen, that's the toughest game we've had all season. Not Man City, not Liverpool, not Newcastle, not none of them. That was the toughest game. Because Sunderland literally played to a strength that they had, which was pump everything long and try and rough us up. And like I said, I've got no problem with you roughing us up if we're allowed to do it back. But we weren't allowed. So how's that right? How is that right? Doesn't make any sense to me at all. You know, Jurriën Timber goes down with a head injury where he has to get bandaged up and the referee allows play to go on and Sunderland have a shot and nearly score. You know, a Sunderland player goes down. It's not even a head injury. He falls and he blows and stops us in attack. And I'm sitting there going, hold on a minute. Hold on. Where's the consistency? Please, somebody just tell me where the consistency is. Because there ain't none. But it's mad, isn't it, that we're sitting here and we're like, last 9 games since the international break, we've won 8 and we've drawn 1, lost none. Yet we're sitting here and feeling like everything's over. Like the world has come crashing down around us. Rival fans are reacting as though they've been starved. Like they've just had nothing to celebrate at all in the last 6 weeks or so. They're clinging on to a draw. They're buzzing with a draw. But like I said, let's look at the context, okay? A lot of players missing. A lot of players missing. You know, Gyökeres would have been perfect for this game. Perfect for this game. No Kai Havertz. No Madueke. No Martin Odegaard. No Martinelli. There's 5 players already. Like, that's mad when you think about it. The amount of players we've got missing. And, yeah, we were still able to near enough get the win. Should have got the win. Should have seen it out. But we weren't able to. But these things happen during the course of a season. And I think the only thing that I can really think of, top of my head at the moment, is that if you're not going to win a game, just make sure you don't lose. I think that's probably the only thing that I can really say, to be honest with you. Just don't lose the game. We go into an international break now, of course, 2 weeks off. And we're going to have a lot of players coming back. And we're going to be going into, you know, some big games. Our next 2 Premier League games, Spurs and Chelsea. 2 big games. And yeah, we can sit back tomorrow and watch the Man City Liverpool game. Both of them will feel a little bit, you know, better about things now and kind of looking and going, okay. But then that adds its own pressures as well, because one of them will sit and think, well, we've got to try and capitalise. And the other will think, you know, you don't want to fall even further behind because we did get a point. Let's remember that. So if either one of these sides loses the game, then they fall further behind us. Do you understand what I'm saying? If they draw the game, then this weekend's kind of been wiped out. It's just been a null and void. But for us, it's a bit of an annoying one because they're playing each other, do you know? So, yeah, listen, not many people, or teams, should I say, are going to go to Sunderland and get a lot there, especially when they play like that. It's their cup final. I think the thing that annoys me is that Granit Xhaka was allowed to stand over 2 of our players and scream in their faces when they were injured, and nobody stepped up and moved him out of the way and said, what are you doing? You're not an Arsenal player no more. Can't run your mouth round here. Shut up. Go with your team. So yeah, listen, like I said, it's really difficult giving an honest assessment straight after a game because your emotions are running high. And that was a real emotional roller coaster of a game. So, yeah, it's one of them ones. We'll probably look back on it in a couple of days' time and we'll say, you know what, it's a point, and we move on. And yeah, that's all you can do at the end of the day. Take the point, move on, and just get to the international break and get some players back. get some players back from fitness and whatnot, because we're missing a lot of players and we need them big time. So, yeah, listen, not much more else to say, really, is there? So, yeah, we've conceded 2 goals. It was going to happen at some point. You can't continue forever and ever. It's still only 5 goals conceded this season. It's still phenomenal going into November, top of the league. And yeah, last 9 games, like I said, 8 wins and a draw. It's not bad, is it? So yeah, listen, there we go. You know what to do if you haven't already. Like, subscribe, and all the rest of it. And I will see you lot soon. I'm out of here.